Hi, everyone. We are back. This is Anna and Karen, and we're back for the important conversations. And today we're going to talk about why versus purpose. And we've got some deep and meaningful conversations about that to have, haven't we, Anna?
Thank you. That's definitely, this is the deepest you can go, is to go into your why and your purpose. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Anna, do you want to kick off with something to start people's interest in this topic?
It's just lovely to see you here, Karen, and then lovely to see everybody on our conversation. And this is the best way for me to connect with you. And then through our connection, we connect with our audience and, bring people into our life. And we are here to give ourselves into other people. For me, living is about adding my value, finding my values, and adding my value to the world. So there you go. I'm telling you my purpose, Kado. What
Oh,
about you?
wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I believe that, our knowing your purpose is like having the rudder for your ship. In other words, if you don't know your purpose, you've got nothing to steer your ship. It helps you to navigate your daily life.
That's
And
right.
so knowing your purpose makes many of life's decisions easier to make once we know our purpose.
Mm.
What do you think about that, Anna?
So how did you go about finding your life purpose?
Yeah, I actually spent 2 whole weekends working on it with in a seminar training system where we were specifically working on our purposes, and it was about asking questions and diving deeper and deeper and deeper into what makes us work, what presses our buttons, what causes us to feel emotions about things, and what inspires us, what upsets us, what makes us sad. And we worked together in groups or in partners, and we kept delving into, and what else, and so what, and what does that mean, until we came up with something that shows our driving force, that shows our true, as I said, rudder for our ship, our true purpose. In other words, the work we're here to do on this earth at this time with the people around us. That's our purpose. Everyone here, I believe, with the work I did, everyone here is here for a purpose, to do a job while we live on this earth in our human state, or even forever in our non-human state. Because of course we are all spiritual beings in a human bodysuit. So we all have a purpose, we all have a job to do. And what I have discovered over the years of working in this way and working with people as a mentor and coach is that there's only a few percent of us who actually think about that. There are only a few percent, 3%, 2 to 3% of people who give any real investment and energy into looking into spirituality and mindset and transformation and things like, well, why am I here? Because most of us think we're here to be on the treadmill that we're on. And, a lot of people say, oh, my purpose is my children. It's not. It's definitely not your children. Bringing up your children is an absolutely essential job to do, but it's not your purpose. And so what I discovered when we were doing this work is that your purpose is something that is for much bigger than you. It's much bigger than you and your family and your friends and your surrounding enclosure of community. But it is about a community. So it could be, for example, some people's purpose is to work and help women in a particular way. Some people's community is, and the next level up, it could be the country, Australia, or it could be the South Pacific. And some people's purpose is, the universe or humanity. So when I worked on that, I found that, no, I won't tell you my purpose yet. We'll keep it for later. So, but what I learned is that it's something so big and so much bigger than ourselves that we can never say, I've done it. I've done it. I've achieved my purpose. We're always working on it, but we've never completed it. Okay. And it's for it's for people much bigger than our family and friends. It's for a community, as I say. So it's for people outside of ourselves. And it's something that we're always working on, and we can never complete. That's my opinion about our purpose. And it's always to give and help that community of people who we are working with to achieve our purpose. It's always giving and helping in some way.
It's just amazing. That what you just said is I can totally resonate with, and as well I have that at my hold that regard for you when I know that you are digging deep to answer the question why we are here, why we are here on this earth. And for that reason, I find the amazing connection with you, because all of us, I believe all of us, on the back of our mind, always have that question. Yeah. So that's the difference between why and purpose for me. Sometimes we misunderstand it. We think these are the same. Why and purpose are one of the same. But for me, I find them are two different things. Why is the question. Why is the form of question that if you answer that, when you arrive with the answer will be your purpose. But a lot of us do not set the time aside, invest their time and energy and mind to answer the question why. Yeah, we ask about why is raining, why it's sunny, why we eat this, why we eat that, but we do not ask the question. We don't answer the question why we are here, which is so much bigger and so much more important. And it also seems like the most difficult question to answer. So that's why I admire you for spending the time, money, getting around with people who can help you, or you can help them answer that question to arrive at purpose. Otherwise, we never know what is our purpose in this world, because we will have that question. Some people have that question on the back of their mind forever until they die, and they still haven't figured out what it is or why is it that they're here. Yeah. So what did you think about that? What are your thoughts on that?
I agree, Anna, and I like that you've made a distinction between the why and the why you're here. And I think that's true. It's when you find out why you're here and what job you're here to do, what big job, the job that you'll never be able to achieve in your lifetime, you'll always be striving for it. Then you have your purpose. And once you have your purpose, as I said, it's a rudder for your ship. It allows you to navigate where you're going, which is so important. And it's not even that many people don't get the answer. It is a difficult one for people to answer. Even when I ask people and work with them, it is a difficult one to get through. And there are several steps to go through to get to that. I have a series of a process that we go through to help people get to that. And it includes discovering your passion, discovering your assets, not material assets, or bringing them to the fore. It includes having a vision, a big vision of where you want to go and what you want your life to be like in all the 4 areas that we create results in, and working quite in depth through all of that to discover what's really important to you, what it is to you that presses your buttons and makes you feel fulfilled and motivated and like you're doing something worthwhile. and really, really important to make a difference in this world. And that's why I say it's not really to do with our family and our smaller area of people. It's in this world usually. Yeah. So I love that you've just made that distinction between asking why, and there is one question that does give you lead to your purpose, and that is, why am I here? And I'd like to say, add to that, and what job am I here to do?
Yeah, so those two are the two questions that can arrive with the answer to the question why, which is the purpose. Yeah. So I like the question that you use. What is really important to you? And many of us don't stop and answer that question. And we just let everyday life roll us, pull us forward or push forward. We get on with life without knowing actually why I'm doing this. Yeah. But sometimes when we stop and answer the question, we realize we're still doing the same thing. We still get up, we still go to work, but we have that answer. And we feel so much more at peace and satisfied when we know, oh, exactly, I know why I wear my scarf, why I cut my hair this way. Yeah. Usually we don't answer the question. So we do that without knowing. And there's an unsettling underneath that saying, I'm not sure what I'm doing, this, why I'm doing this. So what you just said is really amazing. And the type of question you asked, and I really love that. What is important to you? What is most valuable to you? Those are the kind of questions that also take us to why. And I also believe that we have a technique called 5 level of why. Or you go 7 level. With some people, they have to keep going. But for some people, they just need 3 level, and they just hit that deep, highest existential reason for us to be here. And that arrive with a really high purpose for each of us to be in this world. I usually use that a lot with people, and so they can answer the question about themselves. And I find in this world, we have only 3 bodies of knowledge that we need to know. The 3 body of knowledge. One is about the world, the outer world, physics, chemistry, everything about the outer world, how the world, how do we build cars? How do we do this outside of us? So I call it, scientific kind of work, knowledge that we need to know how to do something, or what do we need to know outside of us. The second body of knowledge is about the universe, physical, philosophy, the spiritual side of it. That is the other body of knowledge. And the third one, and I find is the most important body of knowledge, is about ourselves and how we relate to other human beings. And that area is usually untouched throughout our education. I'm not sure if you, how you see that. And then when I grow up, graduated from high school, graduate from 2 degree, graduate from master degree, I still feel I'm lost with who I am, and how I relate to the other people, and I feel so small. And in our relationship with other people, I feel like intimidated, or I feel like I'm nobody, I have no value to add to other people. And I become human pleaser to try to get the connection, because I'm no idea who I am. I don't know my own value. I don't know how to add my value to other people and how to build a connection so that we can have that mutual exchange of value, so we can add value to each other. So that body of knowledge for me is so important, but I wasn't taught. Somehow I feel like I wasn't taught properly during the mainstream education. So I have to keep learning from outside of that. And then I have to dig by myself, and I got lost. Even up to 40, I'm still like, I'm successful in my career, but I'm still lost as a human being. I can move country, I can settle in a new country, set up myself, but I still feel like who I am in this world. So that question is so important. And that is the kind of why question and the purpose question that I find is really important for every one of us to know. But we usually don't spend time doing it, because we tend to be spending time just making a living. Yeah, making a living, and then coping with everyday life. And we feel kind of overwhelmed with so many things going on, especially the knowledge about the world. It's getting more and more information.
Yeah.
Information is also flooded with information. Which information is important? Which one would serve my life purpose? I don't know which one. So I feel FOMO before I knew all about myself, my purpose. I feel that I don't want to miss out anything. If I miss out, then maybe I haven't fulfilled my role or something. So it's just overwhelming with too much. And I don't know which one to focus on. So when I answer my why question and I know my purpose in this world, I feel so at ease, so at peace. And the technique can be so simple. Sitting with my coach, answering 5 level of why. It could be just one session. And I came up with that. Oh my God, is that it? So simple. And I'm happy to if you don't mind, I can just, if you don't mind, may I have a permission to kind of demonstrate that 5 level of why?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I just want to talk to a couple of your points first, if that's okay. I love that you said, even though you'd done your degree, you'd graduated and got your degrees, and you were living life, that you had still had a question mark around where you were going and what you were doing, and feeling perhaps a little bit lost.
Mm-hmm.
And when I ask people, well, why are you doing that, or what are you here? Most people do have that experience, and they superimpose onto their life. Well, therefore I'm doing, I'm doing this. So I am going to work, and I am paying off my mortgage, and I am raising my family, and that is my purpose, and that's why I'm doing it. And we get very much caught up into the whole treadmill, thinking that that's our purpose and that's our major why. And so, as I said, when we know what our purpose is, and it helps us to make decisions, and then they still feel lost, by the way, as you alluded to, you still feel lost. You still, when you are working full-time or part-time and raising a family and doing all the things that are the status quo, but we still feel lost, and we still feel a big gap, or we still feel unfulfilled. And so it requires us knowing that purpose, and therefore being able to make decisions with that knowledge, so that we know that every time we make a decision, or what we have made decisions for, are serving that purpose. And so the decision making as well is a super important part of us feeling like we're on track, and we know where we're going, and that we're fulfilled in our life's journey. Mm-hmm. And so I want to say that until one is committed, there's hesitancy. Okay, so until we know our purpose and then make decisions knowing that, there's hesitancy all the time, the chance to pull back and then be ineffective. And concerning any acts of initiative and creation, there's one elementary step, and it's the ability to make decisions and then take action. And most people have not also been taught how to make decisions. And I want to quote Bob Proctor, who most people listening to this will know, and he talks about, there is a single mental move you can make, which in milliseconds will solve enormous problems for you. It has the potential to improve almost any personal or business situation you will ever encounter. It can literally propel you down the path to incredible success. And Bob went on to say in this quote, we have a name for this magic mental activity. It's called decision. And most people underestimate the power of decision, the ability to know how to make decision with confidence. And it's because they don't know their purpose.
So true. So true. You sent a chill down my spine hearing that. It's so amazing. And yeah, so we can talk about decision another week, which is an amazing topic to
True,
talk
yeah.
about. Yeah. So, and in terms of purpose, again, it seemed like a difficult question to answer, but if we really actually find help from professional like yourself, you've been helping so many people, so many big business owner to answer that question for themselves, so they can be based on that solid foundation of their purpose. They can have the confidence to bring themselves, to bring their own value to the world through their business. With that confidence, you can go through everything, because it's not about what you do. It's really not about what you do, but it is about who you are as a person.
And
Because
why you're doing it.
because
Yeah.
things can happen, business can go up and can go down.
Mm.
You can do it really well at some point, but then the whole society, the whole economy affect your business. But who you are, your purpose, you pick it up.
Mm.
Yeah, you pick it up. Doesn't matter. And then you would know how to connect with other people because you have the purpose. And I'm totally agree with that. And I believe that the over 1,000 of hours I work with my clients, and then I come up with just this, the hierarchy of ideas that allow us to go up or go sideways, to open up for solution and for choices. And then when you decide with one choice that you find you believe to be the best choice, then based on that we go down and dissect it, make it smaller, and plan it out into action base with someone help you. It
Mm.
become easy and doable when you know
Mm.
why,
Mm.
and then you can choose. And you don't know why, you don't know what else available out there for you to achieve that same why. For
Mhm.
example, someone, they can be, why do you wear your scarf? If I have permission to ask you,
Yeah, yeah.
how come you wear that pink scarf today?
It's my favorite pink.
How come? What does it give you?
It makes me feel good.
Make you feel good. So feel good could be the reason why, yeah, you wear it. How
Mm-hmm.
come feeling good give you? What feeling good give you?
Helps me to achieve my purpose.
To achieve your purpose, you have a sense of knowing what that purpose is, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So how is that feeling important to you?
Because if I feel good, then I will take action that will be working on my purpose.
That's right. So when you feel good, you take action. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why it makes you feel certain way that you're feeling right now. You're taking action. You feel good.
I'll take a particular action that's serving my purpose.
And
If
it's
I
serving.
didn't feel good, I might take a different action, which might be
Exactly.
might be staying in bed with the covers over my head because I don't feel good. Right?
That's right. Yeah. So when you actually feel good, you take the action. That action would take you to that purpose that you already knew. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Mm.
that gives you certain feeling, right?
Mm.
It light you up. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that light you up straight away in your eyes. It's just that glittering and that feeling. Can you name it? Can you call that feeling?
Freedom.
Awesome.
my
There you go.
purpose is freedom for humanity. And
There you
the
go.
thing is, I chose this scarf because I have freedom to choose the scarf I want to wear as well. And so it gives me that when I go and choose something, like you said just before, you can choose a particular action. And this is the thing, everything is a choice.
Yes.
People think we don't have a choice. And we speak in a way, we're programmed to speak in a way like, I have to go to work. Well, actually, you
You can
choose to go to work,
yes.
right? You choose to go to work because it gives you something, or because, like you said, it causes you to have a feeling, or it enables you to pay for your food for your family, or whatever. You choose to go to work. You don't have to do anything. And so, yeah, I love that I can choose many different scarves I have in my wardrobe to choose where when I want to, when I feel good about this color or that color, because color also is an energy. Every color is an energy, and
exactly
very different energy. And I discovered that my whole life, the freedom to choose and have peace around life, because I have the freedom to choose what I do, when I do, how I do it, is is my purpose, and or is something that presses my buttons.
Mm.
And then when I delved deeper, I got that my purpose is always to be working on freedom for humanity.
Wow,
So
what a purpose. I'm with you on that. We might hear freedom and understand different things. We might have different picture in our mind about the freedom, the same word freedom. Your picture may be different to my picture of freedom, but that sense of freedom, it kind of, we all can feel it, right? And it, see, you choose to wear that scarf for a purpose, and you got that purpose. And when you wear the scarf now, you still act the same way. You still wear the scarf, but you wear the scarf with a purpose, and that make you feel very different about the scarf. But if people don't know that, they might pick a scarf out of the wardrobe, wear it, and if someone say that scarf doesn't look good on you, and you just tossed it because you have no idea why you choose it, right? So that's different. So but I appreciate that you're so open and share with the audience and as well with me, and connect with me on that purpose. My purpose is freedom, my freedom, and I want to give that freedom to other people. We don't have to do anything if we don't against our will. We choose to go to work because we need, we choose it because we think there's no other option for us. We put the limit on ourselves. But if that is the choice we choose, then be happy with it. Yeah. Or choose to stay at home. That's our choice. If we know why we're choosing to do that, then we're happy with it. We don't have to say, someone say, why do you stay at home as a mom? I know my purpose. Then we're at peace with it. We don't have to, tell people that, I don't feel achy, or that I don't feel enough about myself to stay at home to be a mom. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I'm so proud of it.
Yeah, so
I'm so proud of it.
One of the most important roles that a woman and a man, if they stay-at-home parent, do.
And I want to give this choice to as many mom and dad out there as possible. Stay at home, but still add massive value to other people's life. Give them that chance. And in order to do that, we have to achieve the financial and time freedom to be able to choose like that. Yeah. So thank you so much.
So your purpose, Anna, sorry,
yes.
Anna.
Can
you tell us what your purpose is again? Your purpose?
Freedom, achieve my own freedom, and helping other people to achieve their freedom in all aspects of life. Your health freedom, your relationship freedom. You choose to go with whoever you want and build a relationship with whoever you want with the confidence to do that. And then your financial freedom, your time freedom, and then, your being as a free spirit. No one can put any limit on you. So, yeah. I'm so with you.
So freedom for me is in the fullest sense of the word, and you and I have that same understanding. I think for most people, in the fullest sense of the word, it's freedom to choose. It's freedom to go where they want, do what they want, be what they want, and more importantly, give what they want, give to others. And so that's, freedom is a very big word, and to have freedom and peace. Peace comes with freedom, knowing that you have a choice and that you've made your choices out of freedom, not out of force, or not out of not out of being having no choice. So freedom comes from making choices comes from freedom, and making choices to do what you want and be what you want and have what you want and what you want. So on that note, is there anything else you could like to add?
I think we have an amazing conversation around why and purpose. Like why is a question that if you're really keen to answer, then you will arrive with the answer, which is serving as a clarity of your purpose in life. And I really love that conversation that it turned out that we both chasing freedom. We both treasure freedom, and that is our value that we live by. And in our conversation, it turned out to me that freedom is a massive word that we can talk about. Decision is another word that is so worth a conversation. So I would love to touch base on that if our audience would like to hear from us. From that note, that's it for me, Karen. And what about you?
And same for me. Anna, thank you so much for having this wonderful conversation. And let's join our audience next time, which will be in a fortnight, on our next topic. And we're not going to say what it is yet.
Thank you. So I'll say goodbye for now.
Everybody have a beautiful week, fortnight, until we see you next. And you have a wonderful week too, Anna. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye, Karen.